Aw, hello.
I like Puka.
I like Puka too, Emily, so tell me, is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
What's up, YouTube, and anyone else listening to this on iTunes podcast app or any internet radio station, perhaps? I'm your host, Red, and we bring you the latest on gaming, movies, and more, alongside the other manga specialists here. Well, I'm sorry, manga.
Mango. It's actually mangoes.
Mangoes?
Mangoes. No,
I hear mangoes are delicious. I've never had a whole one.
It's animus and mangoes.
I can't wait to enjoy those.
You guys are actually looking forward to playing with this little girl.
Little girl?
I don't think...
I love playing with little girls, man.
Hyrule Warriors is mostly focused on whether or not it makes sense to include a character. Because from my understanding, Dynasty Warriors is just a bunch of dudes and chicks running around beating the crap out of a mob of enemies.
Yes, there's a little more to it than that. They're all based on true events that happened in feudal China at the time. And it does follow a script that follows the Romance from Three Kingdoms books, a line of games.
Okay. Well, now that they're crossing over with Zelda, I see them trying to do the same thing, but it's like, there's not that many characters that you can pull from one specific Zelda game. Like, you got the Twilight...
I disagree.
Oh,
I think the point of the game is that for once, you could play with characters that were never playable because it wasn't practical. Like,
yes!
You couldn't play with the shopkeeper, and you wouldn't want to, but maybe in this game, seeing a merchant trying to protect himself is a different story.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, can you imagine playing as that merchant from one of the Zelda games that shoots you with light energy when you try to rob his shop?
Oh, that was what makes so big.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
Dynasty Warriors license has lent itself to other likenesses. I just recently got Gundam Reborn on the PSN network. It's fantastic. I mean, it plays just like Gundam 1, 2, 3, but it's such a fun game because it's mindless. I find myself pronouncing it as Gundam. I don't know. But Gundam Warriors Reborn for the PSN, it's a digital-only game. You can't buy it in the stores. That being said, it captures the essence of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1, 2, and 3, which are not available digitally through the PSN stores. So it's kind of a balance that you can get all of that kind of experience jammed into a digital purchase.
That's awesome.
The game itself is very cool. It's very playable. If you set it to easy, like I always do, because I just like beating up 1,000 guys in one board, you'll find that the AI is very dumb, and most of the time they'll just sit there looking at you like, well, what are you going to do? Just so you can take out as many enemies as possible. But if you go with the expert mode or the harder level, by setting it to the hardest difficulty, it's tough. It's like almost fighting warriors that are of your strength.
Nice.
And that becomes really difficult when you have to advance through about 1,000 of those guys to finish the board. So it's different challenges for different styles of players. And I totally recommend it. For $39.99, you get the game. And it's very well playable. And then if you pay an additional $29.99 on the store, there is a bundle that is all of the DLC for it, which is like 20 new guys to play as, 3 whole missions that are original game length that you can play through afterwards.
It seems to me that a lot of like networks now are like mishandling a lot of good shows, like what Cartoon Network did to Young Justice. Girl Meets World now. Yeah.
Only 2 seasons of Puka.
That's on Disney XD. No, I'm sorry. Puka's Disney XD. I think both channels are separate things, but go on, Quentin.
Jetix, man.
Jesus Christ, Jetix. Rest in peace, 2005.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That brings back memories, man.
God.
The only good show I've seen on Disney XD is like Kick Buttowski, and that's about it. There are a few others, but I can't...
You see, the last time I turned on Disney XD, I saw Naruto, and I was like, ugh. People who don't have a computer or anything, they can't go online and watch the rest of the show. Like, maybe they're like, oh no, Korra, can't watch it now. Like, I don't know. What was that show? I think it was on Nick. It was like a little kid and a snake, a talking snake.
Sanjay and Craig.
Yeah, that's what they have room for. That kind of stuff.
Really?
Sanjay and Craig. I can barely watch that show.
Yeah, it's like so weird. Like, I tuned
Not
in.
to mention, there's a show that no one is practically watching, Breadwinners. Like, what the fuck is that show about anyway?
Ducks that don't look like ducks that do things that I don't care about.
Exactly.
let me just say this. If you really care about Korra, if you honestly do, and you don't have a computer, what you should do is get up, go to your local library, sit down, get a computer, and watch the episodes. Just watch them. Your library has to have Wi-Fi, otherwise it is obsolete.
Gone a completely different way.
What happens if you don't have a library?
Well, there's libraries literally everywhere.
I thought you were going to be like, go to the library and read a book.
Manga adaptation of the light novel series Black Bullet will end.
It's an interesting series. I didn't read the manga, but I watched the anime, like, a little bit.
What's it about?
Somewhere in the future, humans have been defeated by, like, these viral parasites named Gastia, I think it is. And they've been exiled into a small territory, and they kind of live, like, to try to combat the virus, not get quarantined and everything.
I'm going to stop you right there, because that sounds exactly like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Humanity has been scattered to the wind.
Pushed into a corner, fighting off, no hope left, small hope, kind of like that.
Sounds like the Last of Us.
Dude, the same thing happened to me and 4 of my friends when we went down to that planet. We found these robot lions. We made this big robot together, and he had a sword. It was freaking awesome, dude. Voltron.
He said lions. They have robot lions that turn into a giant robot.
That's definitely an interesting plot, Quentin. I like that.
You know what that reminds me of about this manga, where the world is taken over by werewolves.
Bongo.
And, like, the last of humanity is stuck behind walls. And there's this one kid who hates the werewolves, and then he finds out later that he is a werewolf. And he uses his werewolf powers to fight werewolves.
Are you serious? Wait, tell me the manga, please. I want to read it.
There is
no Titan.
There is no such manga, but you believe there was. And he finds out that he is a human.
No, but then he finds out anymore.
Freaky Friday, they switch bodies.
And get this. Apparently a spoon can, like, trigger him becoming a werewolf. Because that's cool, man.
Is the spoon made of silver? If anything, I would think that would kill the werewolf in him.
The original manga,
because in this universe, werewolves aren't hurt by silver and they sparkle in the sunlight.
All right, guys. All right. I have to pick up bits and pieces of my mind because it was blown away.
Am I the only one who thinks that Walking Dead just needs to find a conclusion already?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's so successful. Why would it conclude now?
The comics are still going.
That's why I'm saying.
They've covered.
And the show will actually end up having people who are in the comics, because yet there.
All right, I'll say this: I don't read the comics, but I know that they're still trailing far behind them.
Right. Yeah. So there's more material for season. What is it? 6 and 7?
It's because they slow down each season and focus on the drama and the power conflict between characters. Season 2 was all that. It didn't focus on the main character.
Who's the guy who created The Walking Dead again?
God, forgot his name. I'll look him up.
No one cares.
Chris Carter.
Just
zombies. I met the guy once. He's a total douchebag.
Oh my God, how so?
No, it's just the way he talks, the way he acts about other writers.
Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman. He's a total douchebag.
Now he's the one that created the comic book. There's got to be someone else that rewrites.
Yeah, it was Frank Darabont, who's also done Sin City.
Because I have to be honest, I haven't read the comics of Walking Dead, but from watching the show, what impresses me is that there are real life interaction moments between the characters.
In the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, but it's too bad that most of the plot comes from the fact that even when the characters are someplace where they're completely safe, and if they just stay right there, they won't do anything bad. Somebody does something stupid, and then they have to run away from the zombies.
Well, I get what The Walking Dead is trying to illustrate. Wait. I get that the whole meaning behind the show is supposed to be, human zombies, there's no real difference. We're the monsters because what are we willing to do to each other in order to survive? But the point being, the point I'm trying to illustrate is, yeah, you can have that be the message, but you have to also back that up with what you're telling me, because the comics in the show, especially the show, do not reflect that.
Somebody should try to chop out all of the dialogue and just have zombie massacre scene to zombie massacre scene. And once you put that all together, tell me if that's a series.
Yeah,
That is, you know what that
lot.
is? I'll tell you right now what that is. That's Resident Evil.
It's called World War Z.
It's called Resident Evil.
Ha!
And with that, I'm going to build off of one point with what Dylan said. Just like characters doing things that mess up the entire safety. Because that's what drives the series forward. All right, I'll say this. Season 2, Lori goes into the town full of zombies to find her husband. Ends up screwing herself badly and ruins everything. They were safe until that point in Season 2.
You know, I think they could all learn something from George Romero.
You gotta fight for your right to get brains.
Flash.
Well, I know that.
So, second segment of the podcast. What you play this week, where we ask all the members of the podcast what they played this week. Who wants to go first?
Well, I played this dating sim called Crippled Girls.
And that's where Dylan's turn ends.
Is that Kato Shoujo? It's Kato Shoujo, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, that is like the best visual novel ever. Props to you.
I think a visual novel is just a fancier version of a choose-your-own-adventure, which has been around since forever.
When I went out with the
Goosebumps,
blind...
Goosebumps.
No, Pokemon is an RPG. This is a giant
Wait,
choose
no, I'm
your own
sorry. Pokemon X, where you could hang out with a girl while watching fireworks, that was so visual novel.
The game that I played this week is down to my 5-year-old daughter requesting it for the Apple iOS. Is the game Puka Noodle Rush.
Oh.
And it's an awesome app because it's free. I think it's free on the Android systems. On the iOS, you pay 99 cents for it. I believe it's an upgrade on the Android. But it's a very simple game. It's a very simple game, and it's a lot of fun. It's called Puka's Noodle Rush.
Do you think we'd actually get her opinion on it?
No.
Hold on.
We're getting first-hand review here, guys. This is good stuff.
This is my daughter, Emily. She's going to tell you about the Puka game.
Hello, Emily. What you think of the Puka game?
Yeah.
Hi.
Aw.
Hello.
Hello.
I like Puka.
I like Puka too, Emily, so tell me, is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Is it a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up. I like that Puka likes to chase Garu. And then I like when she gets to kiss him.
So is it a 1 or is it a 10?
10.
It's a 10. Well,
Nice.
you heard
It's a
it
10,
from
guys. It's a 10. You heard it from Emily. Thank you, Emily.
Here, folks.
Emily, better than IGN.
We all
Still better than GameSpot.
Adorable little girl.
Oh my god, that should be a thing. Started picking up a bunch of the older a bunch of the older Pokemon games because I need to catch the Pokemon again because I gave a bunch of my legendaries away.
I stole them.
And then, yeah, Red stole all my legendaries. So I have to play all the old Pokemon games to get them back.
What a bug.
I'm not complaining. It gives me an excuse to
I'll smell you later, Ravio.
Oh my god, I hate you. I love you and I hate you. That's about it.
Ray, what have you been playing this week?
Again.
Remember to do that tiki sound whenever that happens? The cutoff. Yeah, there you go. All right, Ray, go ahead. The master's ready with his sound effect. Ready when you are. What have you been playing this week?
Alright, I'm hoping I can finish before I get...
$5,000, guy.
Oh my god!
Can everyone shut up so I can finish? Thank you. Okay, I've been finishing up Pokemon X. Not entirely, but I got to right before the 8th gym, and I finally got to defeat Team Flare and capture Xerneas, which was kind of easy. Got it with a Pokeball. And I also got to battle Blue Link this week, and Blue Link was the winner, so congratulations to him. I don't think he's hero of us right now, so
if like your sanity, don't battle me. I will kill you.
A little message to people, fans of Team Triforce out there: if you're gonna battle me in Pokemon X or any other Pokemon game, no EV trained Pokemon, please.
Laura, what have you been playing this week?
Mostly Minecraft because I just needed a quick, simple, because I've been packing all week, so I've never really had time.
Hi.
Hello, what have you been playing this week?
Destiny. I didn't finish the story yet, which sucks.
Today we don't have a guest, but we do have a new member. Without further ado, I'll hand over the mic to...
Quentin Tripp, Watertown, New York, upstate. And I review anime on my channel with my friend Krakona and my friend Koda. We do our own thing, discussion videos about strictly anime there. Glad to be on here. And I'll be talking about mostly anime, but I am kind of, what's the word?
Weeaboo?
No, I am that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Otaku?
I don't know, I'm like,
I like your profile pic, by the way.
You just said it was your waifu.
Yeah, she just got married this summer.
Oh my lord.
No, she is actually part of like a perverted Gundam. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't like shows that take itself too seriously.
Melodrama?
Yes.
Too much melodrama. Spoils the soup.
In general, any movie, video game, if it takes itself too seriously, and if it doesn't back what it's taking itself, if it doesn't back what it's trying to prove, I don't really go behind it then.
You're right. I feel like it's media and just movies, video games, and TV shows in general are meant to be enjoyed. They're not meant to be taken seriously.
And I have an
All
anime.
fans.
If you guys want to watch a chillax anime, just watch Baccano. It's about mafia. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love Baccano.
It's really good.
What was your first anime?
Are you guys familiar with Fruits Basket?
Oh, yes, I am.
Fruits Basket, yes!
My first
I
anime.
love Fruits Basket.
Awesome.
Because Fruits Basket isn't on TV.
You know, funny enough, my first anime was like this cool like African savannah thing. Yeah, it was called Mind Giraffe.
Whoa!
I used to watch it with my cousin, who's 30 now, but I used to hang out with him when I was like 7 because I thought that all the older kids were cool, and he was a weeaboo, and he would always like play Fruits Basket, Fullmetal Alchemist, and all other stuff, but I distinctly remember Fruits Basket being the first one I watched with him.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gents, on YouTube or iTunes podcast app. Please subscribe and check out our Facebook page at Team Triforce. Also, Quentin's YouTube channel below. Keep up with the team. And have a nice day, ladies and gents.